are coming, bringing with them bags of tales. Tale weavers are coming, bringing with them bags of tales. Listening to stories of far and near, musical sounds they fill our ears. Listening to stories of far and near, musical sounds they fill our ears.
Tale Weavers from Ontarongo. The story which I have for you today is written by Nirmalprabha Bordoloi. Nirmalprabha Bordoloi was an Indian poet, lyricist and a folklorist associated with Assamese literature. She was honored with many notable awards like Sahitya Akademi Award in 1983, and in 1957 she was awarded the President Award for Children's Literature. In this story I have chosen for you today, many fishes are named. I have left the names as the local names found in Assam.
The crocodile, fish and the cattle egret. There once was an enormous crocodile. One morning, it rained continuously very heavily. The crocodile got wet and then caught a cold. He kept sneezing several times. A tissue! A tissue! Feeling feverish, he wanted to sun himself. So he sat under a large tree, resting his head on the root of the tree. The bright and warm sun after the rains peeped through the leaves of the tree. This made the crocodile feel warm and cozy. The lukewarm winter sun soon sent the crocodile to a slumber. He felt so relaxed that he stretched himself out as comfortable as possible. As he slept on his back, his mouth opened out. The sun by now had reached just over his head. He saw the crocodile sleeping with the mouth open and thought, "Now, what is this?" Wanting to take a closer look, the sun came close to his open mouth. At that very moment, the crocodile took a deep breath and pulled the sun in and closed his mouth with a loud gobble. The sun fell into the crocodile's mouth like a ripe fruit. The crocodile was happy and thought to himself, "Aha! What tasty rasagulla is this?" The crocodile swallowed the sun, and then the sun reached the crocodile's stomach, and then the stomach was on fire. "It's burning! It's burning!" cried the crocodile, and woke up from his sleep. You can well imagine the heat of the sun. The sun too began moving around his stomach as there was no way to escape. This made the crocodile so restless and agitated that he began screaming at the top of his voice. This made the leaves fall off the tree. The poor fishes living in the river, which was close by, felt sad and concerned for the crocodile. They wanted to help him out, so they got water from the river and poured it on the crocodile's stomach. The tiny moa fish carried water in spoons. Putti fish carried water in cups. Young sole fish carried water in a small round pitcher. The prabhu fish carried the water in a long necked pitcher. The restless active young fish carried the water in bamboo tubes. Rahu fish carried the water in buckets. Young female sea turtles carried the water in large pitchers, and the big bahu fish carried the water in drums. In this way, every fish living in the river came and poured water on the crocodile, but it was all in vain. "Oh, it's burning! It's burning! I'll die now! Oh, please, please help! I'll die!" Saying this, the crocodile rolled on the ground. Now there was a small hill near the river. On the other side of the hill, near the banks of the river, little birds were playing around. As it suddenly got dark, the little birds were surprised. Yes, it was something to get surprised about. The sun has been swallowed by the crocodile and they had no idea about it. The darkness startled and upset the little birds so much that they began to cry. The parents asked them not to do so and asked them to sing a song of the sun, and they were sure the sun would appear. Maybe the sun is playing hide and seek. Let's call the sun as sunbeams and sing a song to call him back.
Oh sun, oh sun, oh sun, oh sun, where are you? Where are you? Come and show your face to us, come and show your face to us. We miss you, we miss you. Sunbeams, 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 brighten up the world, shine on us again. Are you angry with us? Are you angry with us? Just come back. We need you.
As they kept singing and repeating the song, the wagtail felt something tickling between its toes. He then noticed it was the cowrie fish and the firefly that had followed it. The firefly had a small earthen lamp in its hand. "What's the matter? What's the news?" asked all the birds. The cowrie, who with great difficulty crawled over the hill, answered, "So much has happened, I'm sure you have no idea of it." The birds were excited and curious to know what had happened. "Do tell us what's happened. We all want to know." "Yes, we have no idea about it." The cowboy answered, "The crocodile is very sick. Don't know what has happened. He had a rasagulla and since then his stomach is on fire." "We also are facing a big problem. The sun has disappeared, you know. Now it's dark everywhere. However, what are you planning to do now?" The cowboy answered in one breath, "We'll go to the doctor. I'm already very late. Isn't Uncle Cattle Egret a good choice? What do you think?" The birds all answered together, "Yes, he's an excellent and exceptional doctor. His one touch heals all illness." "But you know, I can't go alone. Please come with me. I'm extremely scared of Uncle Egret. You know, we don't appear before him. If he ever gets the chance to get us, he first feels the stomach and asks us if we've had our meals. Then he checks our eyes to see if we have enough blood." The birds laughed and replied, "Don't fear, we'll come along with you." The senior birds bustled around in excitement and got ready to follow the cowboy. The firefly led the way with the earthen lamp and the cowboy moved briskly. They finally arrived at Dr. Egret's house. The birds knocked at his door. The doctor had just finished his lunch and was napping cozily under his quilt. The doctor got out his glasses and came out to his sitting room. The maid opened the door. After getting to know about the disappearance of the sun and the illness of the crocodile, the doctor was sad. He thought that the crocodile must have had a stale rasagulla which has caused the stomach to be on fire. The only way out would be to cut open his stomach and take out the rasagulla. He then made up his mind to put his knives spatula, Dettol, needle thread and medicine in his bag and moved quickly to the crocodile's house. The cowboy fish and the birds followed him. After seeing the crocodile, the doctor decided to cut open his stomach. When the crocodile heard this, he trembled in fear and cried out, "Oh please, don't cut up my stomach, oh please don't." The doctor then winked at the birds and fishes and said, "Hold on." All the fishes which gathered there held down the crocodile as tightly as possible. The birds sat above his head and opened up his wings to fan him. The egret made a long incision and cut the stomach of the crocodile. "Oh heavens, what's this? It's not a rasagulla, it's the sun. How strange! How did this get into the crocodile's stomach?" Everyone was astonished and surprised. The sun had been trying to find a way out of the crocodile's stomach and couldn't find any. So, as soon as the stomach was cut open by the egret, the sun straightaway went up and placed itself in the sky. Everything lit up and it was bright again. The firefly's lamp went out. The sun left in such speed that it pushed the doctor, who fell down. The sun's heat was so strong that it burned the hair off the doctor's head. As the sun burnt his head, the doctor lay unconscious with his hands and legs all spread out. Few birds got some cloth and covered him up to stop the fire. Few of them put salt on the burnt portion to ease the pain. 2 of them went to the pharmacy to buy burnol and apply it on his head. Few others sang lullabies to put him to sleep. Few fish washed the crocodile's stomach with Dettol diluted in water. Few gave him the medicine from the doctor's bag. The catfish gathered up some courage, took the needle and thread and stitched up the crocodile's stomach. He then bandaged him up. After this, the crocodile just could not walk like he did before. The operation was a difficult one. The doctor could not perform it himself. That's the reason the crocodile's stomach was not cured completely. After that, the crocodile crawls around slowly. The cattle egret, who had a thick tuft of hair, however, after the sun burnt it down, the egret lost his hair. That brings us to the story's end. Hope that leaves you content. So, bye for now.
Tap on the subscribe button and hit on the bell icon.
নমস্কাৰ, মই হলো তৰা। মই আপোনালোক সকলোকে অনুৰোধ জনাব বিচাৰিছো, ককা আইতা, বৰ্তা বৰমা, জেঠাই জেঠু, মহা মাহী, মামা মামী, পেহা পেহী আৰু আংকেল আণ্টি আৰু মোৰ বন্ধুসকল, আমাৰ সাধুঘৰ নামৰ এই ইউটিউব চেনেলটি আপোনালোকে যেন অনুগ্ৰহ কৰি ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰে। আমি সদায় ধুনীয়া ধুনীয়া নতুন নতুন সাধু লৈ আহিম। ধন্যবাদ।
মজা